All right, so we're going to be checking out how this Zinglet smart cleaning robot does against stuff like, whatever normal kids and a rabbit leave behind. So we got fur balls and all sorts of interesting debris on this. Let's see how this thing functions. Try to get a good angle here. There we go. Aim this down a little bit and hit the play button. So let's go over here. I hope it doesn't go underneath the couch. I want to be able to see it. There we go. My couch bows a little bit in the center, so I found. So it'll go in at the ends, but not in the middle. Now this is not a V-SLAM or a LiDAR vacuum robot. This is just a smart navigation robot versus something like a Roomba that uses random navigation where it just basically bumps around, goes in a pretty random way, just like the name says. This one you can see the sensors actually detect objects slowly move around. Oh, not doing a horrible job. Here's where it gets a little tricky. Right. It can't see those little grates right there. So it just kind of bumps around. That is a really hard rug. I think it's actually designed to be outside, but we brought it inside so we have a place to take off our shoes. So we don't track water from the snow all over. thing on what they call brute force mode. So this actually is on the highest power setting for the vacuum to see how it does. It actually does fairly decent on the low power. It also conserves its battery power pretty decently as well. Brute force mode, the suction motor does consume a lot of the battery power a lot faster, and this little ramp area gives it a little, you can see that this has got like a little bezel to it, and it rides up on it, and it doesn't quite see it as a obstacle because it's not tall enough. It thinks it might be able to drive over it, and it kind of does this little dance around here for a little bit. Completely not the robot's fault. I mean, I don't have a very typical living room. It seems to be missing a little piece right there. I'm trying not to disturb. My kids have some toys over there, so I didn't want to pick up their mess or destroy their village or whatever they got going on. Trying to go under there. Gonna get itself wedged.
Wheels are jammed.
Yeah, they're not jammed. You're dumb. It went underneath the couch.
Smart cleaning mode.
Here you can tell the difference. I just hit the button. It went into smart cleaning mode. Now this does make a virtual map of its cleaning environment, where it's gone. It makes borders. It does not have no-go zones. But what I can do is I can actually take control of it. And I can make it do stuff with this remote control. And you see it shuts off when it's done. You can rotate it clockwise, counterclockwise. And if you press, you can go forward. If you let go of the forward button, it'll continue to go forward. Hit backwards, it'll rotate 180 degrees so you can go forward again. And then
Smart cleaning mode.
smart cleaning mode, and then I can change it to brute force mode. Oh, and there's one other mode, which is
Border cleaning mode.
border cleaning mode. So what it does, it'll go to the border and it'll just clean around the edges. So, but I like smart
Smart
cleaning mode.
mode.
I don't know if you can tell the difference on camera or not, but that's the regular mode.
Brute force mode.
And then brute force mode, you can hear the exhaust fan kind of pick up, or the vacuum fan turn up a little louder. I don't know what the actual CFM is. I don't really have a way of testing it. Oh, here we go.
Quiet mode.
So they call it quiet mode.
Brute force mode. Quiet mode.
So quiet mode, let's go like this. Oops, let me get you off. So watch the curtains. So as I go like this, you can see the curtain move, and then on brute force mode.
Brute force mode. Quiet mode. Brute
Yeah.
force mode. Smart cleaning mode. Brute force mode.
Yeah, never mind. That didn't work. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and have it go and clean up the living room, and just kind of wanted to record this.